Hey everyone, it's Christine, and I just got back from talking to a room full of CEOs and very successful entrepreneurs in Austin. They brought me in to talk to them about work-life balance, and I began the talk by saying, well, I don't really believe in work-life balance. There's no way that our life can be equally balanced in every aspect. And why is there even a separation between work and life? Everything we do is part of life. So this whole concept of work-life balance, I'm going to put that aside, and I'm here to talk to you today about something different, about true fulfillment. Not the fulfillment of duties, but true fulfillment. So we're going to begin with a meditation, and then I'm going to talk to you about love. And I said this to this group of people, and the looks on some of their faces were absolutely priceless. Priceless. And it was risky, for me to get up there and out myself and say I wasn't going to talk about what they were bringing me in to talk about, and to say words like love in a room full of CEOs. But here's what I know about all of us, whether you're a CPO or a stay-at-home mom or a student or still figuring out your career or whatever, the thing we want more than anything else is love. Really, true fulfillment comes from being in that place of love. That doesn't mean in love with someone else or in love with what you do, but being aware of the love that we are. And especially for overachievers, this is so important, because as a recovering overachiever myself, I know that I spent so much of my life being a human doing rather than a human being. And I want to talk to you today about one of the ways that your zone of excellence, the things that you're really good at doing, is actually something that could be draining you. So one of the things I shared with the CEOs I was speaking to this morning is that all of us develop what I call our compensatory strategies, or our defense mechanisms, to make up for any kind of hurt that we experience. For example, if you've been following me for a while, you know I had a story about being unlikable. I was teased a lot, I didn't have a lot of friends. And so I really developed a story that I was unlikable and there was something wrong with me. And my compensatory strategy was just to be the best, to be a high achiever, to be super successful. I was always living in when then. I was always doing, what could I create? And enough was never enough. And the good side of this is I was able to produce a lot of results in the world. From the outside, it looked really good. And that's the way it is with a lot of successful people, because that compensatory strategy is actually rooted back to something that helped us survive, right? My whole, I'm going to be an achiever and I'm going to prove myself, was tied to protecting myself and survival. It protected me from all that hurt and not feeling the story and the feelings around being unlikable. Right? So that compensatory strategy, it propels us, and we can really excel and create this life that looks really good from the outside, but inside still not be fulfilled. Because again, it's coming from an emptiness. It's coming from a place of lack. It's coming from a belief system, right? So I want you to think about your compensatory strategy. What are those things in your life that you do that actually create results, but it's coming from more of a wounded place, more of a hurt place? What I've noticed with so many people, especially high achievers, is that the things that we're really good at aren't necessarily the things that fulfill us or the things that light us up. And that becomes a big problem, because we create this life and we're really good at these things and we almost get addicted to them, but there's still this feeling of emptiness. So my invitation for you today is, again, to look at, what's that strategy that you use and what has it created in your life? And if you feel busy but not necessarily fulfilled, I want you to ask yourself, what really fascinates you? What really lights you up? What are you more curious about? See if you can orient yourself from a different place. Instead of looking at what am I good at, what are you truly interested in? It comes back to that childlike place of wonderment. Because really the key to living a fulfilling life is not that outside-in approach. It's not that these results, or, achieving this level of success is going to make me fulfilled. It's really coming from that place of fulfillment inside and then expressing it in everything you do. Because trust me, no job, no person, no amount of money, no body, no whatever is going to fill us up. It's an inside job, it's an inside job. And shifting from, really being propelled from that compensatory strategy to really being lit up from the inside, it's not an overnight thing. You can start with just one small step today. And I'm giving you the step. It's identifying what your compensatory strategy is and then looking for those things that fascinate you, that you're curious about. And here's another thing. You may not be good at them yet. That doesn't mean you shouldn't do them. In fact, all the more reason to do them because you enjoy them. Let yourself spend a little more time each day doing those things that really light you up, that really inspire you, instead of those things that you do to keep you safe and that you're naturally good at and that are your comfort zone. And if you're like, well, I don't know what those things are that inspire me, yes, you do. Spend some time thinking about times in your life where you've lost track of time, where you've been totally involved, where time has just stopped and you've been fully present. And that will give you a clue to what truly fascinates you. And one more thing before I sign off. You know, that concept of work-life balance. I'm often asked, how do you have balance in your life? And again, the word balance, I don't know what that means. But here's what I do, and here's what I've learned is most helpful in feeling a sense of equanimity. I like that word better, a sense of a sense of peace inside. It's being in the present moment, right? To me, true balance, true equanimity comes in being fully present in wherever we are and being in that place of love, which is unconditional acceptance of whatever is going on. That is how we feel that sense of balance. That is how we feel that sense of equanimity. It's not about equally dividing all our life up. It's about how we are in each moment. So just in this moment, take a moment to be present, to take a breath, to just breathe in all the love that's available to you right now, right here, to let go of any concerns of the future or any concerns of the past. And just let yourself fully experience the love that you are and the love that's available to you. Sending you many blessings. See you next week.